कृष्णादेव भवन्तं वन्दे मनमानसमधुकरम् अर्पयन् निजपदपङ्कजामकरन्दे मनमानसमधुकरम् अर्पयन् निजपदपङ्कजामकरन्दे मनमानसमधुकरम् अर्पयन् निजपदपङ्कजामकरन्दे. Practice. This is, otherwise you won't get. Unless you try to say, it will purify your tongue also. Yadapi samadhishu vidirapi pashyati natavanakagramarichim. Yadapi samadhishu pashyati natavanakagramarichim. यद्यपि समाधिषु विधिरपि पश्यति न तव नखाग्रमरीचिम् विधिरपि पश्यति न तव नखाग्रमरीचिम् इदमिच्छामि निशम्य तवाच्युत तदपि कृपाद्भुतवीचिम् इदमिच्छामि इदमिच्छामि निशम्य तवाच्युत तदपि कृपाद्भुतवीचिम् कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे. I think that follow. Okay, we leave it. We sang many times this one. It's a wonderful song written by Rupa Goswami. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Jai. Kunda Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Kunda Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Nana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Radha Kunda Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Kunda Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Ram Hare Hare. Amo Hare Ramo Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Nita 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 Nitai Gaurango Nita Nitai Gaurango Gaura Hari Nitai Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Nana Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari Patita Pavana Gaura Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Jaya Radha Radhanatha Radha Radhanatha Sri Radhe Radha Radhanatha Jaya Radha Radhanatha Radha Radhanatha Sri Radhe Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Om Shpal Parahamsa Parivraj Gacharya Stottar Shata Srimad Divine Grace of Charanavinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi Ki Jai Namacharya Slavdas Thakur Ki Jai Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasad Gaura Bhaktam Ki Jai Radha Krishna Govinda Shama Kundu Radha Kundu Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki Jai Sri Sri Giraj Govardhan Ki Jai Sri Sri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada used to say this Radha Madhav is the window to the Vaikuntha. And himself, many times, whenever he used to do this kirtan before the class, used to tears coming from his eyes, close eyes, and in between he stops talking or doing kirtan also. After 15-20 minutes, when he opens the eyes, thank you, and gets up and go. He was in ecstasy. If we understand Krishna's Vrindavan pastime Leela, which is described in this Radha Madhav, then we understand everything. More we talk about Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes, more we get free from the anarthas, impediment on the path of the devotional life. We got so many anarthas. Sometimes without we knowing that, hey, I'm a good speaker, I'm a good singer. We don't know even that suddenly it comes up. Oh, I'm a good devotee. I'm for so many years in ISKCON. These are all anartha. Sometimes we want to show something which I am not. Is it? I'm not a good devotee, but when I come to the temple, I want to show that I know it. That is the mentality of Putana. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Sri Krishna Samhita, he writes it. That is the mentality of Putana. Devotee, when he tries to show something which is not, that is Putana. Putana was a demon, but she assumed the person just like so beautiful that all the Brajavasis thought goddess of fortune, Bhagavati Lakshmi, has come to see our Nandanandan. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes that mentality is of Putana. So devotee God means demons, they are there, but the demons in our heart also there. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, these are demons none but in whatever Krishna killed the demons, they are the demons none but anarthas in our hearts. Sometimes some devotee can see, they think that without him nothing can work. You can see sometimes people running here and there. That is, what is that? Shakatasur. The shakat means a bullock cart. You got all the load. The bullock cart think that whole load is on me, but actually it's the bulls which are pulling. So that mentality, Shakatasur. So like that, when you say, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in the 8th chapter of that Krishna Samhita, that if you have one read it, said read again. If somebody says that read 10 times, read 100 times. If somebody says the 100 times, read 1,000 times. Means the Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan, if I am not wrong, up to 45th chapter, Krishna kills Kamsa. Maybe 40 or 41 chapters. They all belong. 33 chapter is the end of Maharasa Lila. And then Akrura comes. So could be going up to 40 or 41 chapters. All these chapters one should read again and again and again. And he says that more we read it, more the anarthas. Because just by reading the killing of the demon, that anartha impediment, which is inhibiting us from engaging in full service to the Lord, it will be evaporated. And you can see, is only in this song only talking about the Gopi Jana Vallabha. In fact, Gopi, we take it as a co-ed boy, any pure devotee. Any pure devotee is a Gopi. Goete piyate iti Gopi. The one who drinks the mellow of Krishna with all his senses is the Gopi or Gopi, pure devotee. So all the Gopis and Gopas are pure devotees. As Srila Prabhupada also mentions in other places. When we are qualified to go to Goloka Vrindavan, we cannot go directly. We have to be trained how to serve Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada writes that when we are qualified to enter the Goloka Vrindavan, before that one lifetime we have to take birth in the place where Krishna is performing his pastimes. Then his friends or associates will train us. Suppose I am the mood of the friend with Krishna, Saka Bhava. When I leave the body, I am qualified to go to Goloka Vrindavan. So when I take birth again in the place where Krishna is performing that pastimes, the Subala, Madhumangal, they will train us how to serve Krishna as a friend. So in whatever the bhava we got it in the mood, we are serving the Lord. So in that mood, next time, the gopas and gopis will help us how to serve Krishna. And when we leave the body, then they will all go to Vrindavan. That's why Srila Prabhupada says that everyone in the Vrindavan is a 400 form. They all are liberated souls. But while being in the Vrindavan, they commit some sinful activity. Like, they are not supposed to do sinful activity, but sometimes they do it. So then they have to take birth again. They will take birth as monkeys or donkeys or hogs in Vrindavan. That being the reason, Srila Prabhupada says that when you go to Vrindavan, we should not criticize even nothing. Even they do something wrong, okay, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, just to go. We are not qualified to talk anything about it. And even the grass and even the trees also, we should respect. Just like Uddhava Maharaj is there in Kusum Savar, just like a grass. Many great sages, great pure devotees are in the Vrindavan as a trees and grass and something just like. They want to, because that is the place where Krishna eternally performs Ashtakaliya Leela. So only those devotees can watch the Lord Krishna's eternal pastime. We cannot. We are not in that position. That's why Acharya gives that read and try to. The entire process of Bhagavatam and this one is only far to come to that level. So when you get opportunity, you should read the Krishna Samhita, very nice book. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yasyanubhavamakala srutisaramekam adhyatmadipamati shitam tamundam samsarinam karunaya purana guyam tam vyasasunumupayami gurum muninam narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu avadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttama-shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. This very powerful mantra known as Dvadashi Acharya, means 12 alphabets mantra. Dhruva Maharaj was just reciting this mantra in 6 months' time, was able to see the Lord face to face and talk to him. Very powerful. Provided with following the rules, regulations, we have to practice. Okay. Today we will continue to discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 13th chapter, text 36 and 37. Which is there in your paper? Which one is 36 or 37? 4th canto. Verse number which you? 36 you got it or 37? Both is there. Okay, we got the purport only 37. We read 37. Huh? Sa vipranumato raja gruhitva agnya gruhitva anjalin audanam avadhnaya muda yuktaha pradat patnya udaradhi sa vipranumato raja Gritvanjali nodanam avadhaya mruda yuktaha avadhnaya mruda yuktaha pratat patnya udaradhi avagraya. Printing. Okay. Sa vipranumato raja gurutvanjali nodanam avagraya muda yuktaha pradat patnya udaradhi. Sa vipranumato raja gritvanjali nodanam avagraya muda yuktaha pradat patnya udaradhi. Sa vipranumato raja gritvanjali nodanam avagraya muda yuktaha pradat pratnya udaradhi. Sa vipranumato raja gritvanjali nodanam avagrahaya muda mukta padat patnya udaradhi. Vipranumato raja gritvanjali nodanam avagraya muda yukta pradat patnya udaradhi. Okay. Saha, he, Vipra of the Brahmana, Anamatai, taking permission. Raja, the king, Gurhitva, taking Anjalina in his joint palms. Adanam, rice boiled in the milk. Not Adanam, Odanam. Odanam, rice boiled in the milk. Avagraya. After smelling, muda, with great delight, yuktaha, fixed, padat, offered, patnai, to his wife, udaradhi, liberal-minded. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The king was very liberal, and after taking permission from the priest, he took the preparations in his joint palms, and after smelling it, he offered a portion to his wife. The word udaradhi is significant in this connection. The wife of the king, Sunita, was not fit to accept this benediction. Yet the king was so liberal that, without hesitation, offered to his wife the boiled rice and milk prasada received from the Yajna Purusha. Of course, everything is designed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As will be explained in the later verses, this incident was not very favorable for the king. Since the king was very liberal, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in order to increase his detachment from his material world, willed that a cruel son be born of the queen, so that the king would have to leave the home. As stated above, Lord Vishnu fulfills the desires of the karmis as the desire. But the Lord fulfills the desire of a devotee in a different way, so that the devotee may gradually come to him. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upayantite. The Lord gives the devotee the opportunity to make progress further and further so that he may come back to home, back to Godhead. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chachunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapatakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Ta Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachacya Deshatarine. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Patale Vachastale Kostubham Nasagre Varamokdikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Sulilitam Kanthe Chamaktavali Gopastri Parveshtito Vijayate Gopala Chodamani Deyam Sada Paribhavagna Abhishtadoham Tesaspadam Shiva Viranchunatam Sharanyam Bhrutyartaham Pranatapala Bhavabdipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Krupasindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tasmāt Purushotthastho He Mamanyamalambaram Hiranmayena Patrena Siddham Adaya Payasam. As soon as the oblation was offered in the fire, a person appeared from the fire altar wearing a golden garland and a white dress. He was carrying a golden pot filled with rice boiled in the milk. Savipranamato Raja Gritvanjali Nodanam Avaghraya Mudayukta Pradhatpatnya Udaradi. The king was very liberal, and after taking permission from the priest, he took the preparations in his joint palm, Anjali, and after smelling it, he offered a portion to his wife. As we discussed before also, this chapter discussing the dynasty of Dhruva Maharaj. It's a very, you can say, after 20 or 30 generations, this pastime is coming. Dhruva Maharaj himself was a great devotee. Ancestors' qualities also come in us. Up to Anga Maharaj it was okay, because they were doing all pious activities. So when in the marriage here, Manu Maharaj also says it is, when somebody is marrying, he must see the bride is proper, suitable or not. Bride must show that the groom is proper, suitable or not. And the scripture says that one should look for the 3 generations. It means that we get the qualities of our father, grandfather, or my mother, her mother-in-law, her mother-in-law, like that. The children they get some of the qualities of our ancestor for 3 generations. That's why in the gone days, people used to see, especially parents of the daughter, because they are more worried how my daughter is going to be happy in the in-laws' house. They used to inquire. Then not only by face, I may say lies, but they send somebody to inquire in the village about the behavior of the boy, how does he behave with everybody, not only in the house, with the outside also, villagers, elders, youngsters. Because his behavior with the youngsters is symptom that is compassion to them. His behavior with the elders, it shows that he is a educated. Very important. If you don't respect the elders, means his future is blank. And if he doesn't respect, honor, or show compassion to the youngsters, means he doesn't have the humanly qualities. They used to check so many things. Similarly, boys also used to check the girls. It used to be, I've seen the practice. Nowadays, Bollywood's culture has come after 90s. I can say up to 95, 96. Before that it was not. So now also still towns and villages, they go and check thoroughly, but the city's life is different. But in the towns and villages, even today also, they go and inquire for 3 generations. If not matching, no. The matching is very important. Here we can see in this pastimes of story also, Anga, the king, is a great pious person, great devotee of Lord Hari. It's not devotee. But he married a lady with the daughter of the death personified. So which is considered as inauspicious. But because of that, the law, because the children are mostly get the qualities of mother. When the mother is pregnant, whatever the way of thinking her consciousness is, that directly affects the consciousness of the child in the womb of mother. That's why Srila Prabhupada says that when a devotee conceive, during that time of pregnancy, the ladies must not watch TV or newspaper. Only they should read Krishna book. Prabhupada stresses on that. No, but only 90 days, 90 chapters. No, read again and again, but read only 10th canto of Bhagavatam, so that you understand 10th canto. If you don't study 10th canto, you don't understand what is God. You say God is powerful, so many. But what is really God, how potent he is, then 10th canto tell us. Can we marry 10 wives? One cannot maintain the one wife. And Krishna married how many? How many married wives were there? 16,108. God is God, great. And with each wife he had 10 sons, 1 daughter. So only his family was more than 500,000. Somewhere Srila Prabhupada write very elaborately. God does every activity in the godly way. We cannot compare, oh, Krishna was doing, yes, Krishna was doing. But can you do that also? So, we have to understand the Bhagavatam means 10th canto. So, if the lady, when she is pregnant, if you can read only Krishna book, try to understand past time, her consciousness become pure, and child in the womb of mother her also get affected by that consciousness. The Prabhupada gives example of Prahlad Maharaj also. When Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of mother, she was staying in the cottage of Narada Maharshi, the big story. So Narada every day, all the time, used to recite the glories of the Lord. So when lady is pregnant, they feel heavy, so they can't sit and hear for long. They used to feel sleepy. But Prahlad used to hear continuously. Narada understood that I'm talking, this lady is sleeping, but the child is here listening very attentively. So he used to continue it. That's why when he was sent to the Gurukul school for studies, when he came back, when Father Hiranyakashipu asked, my son, what is the best you learned it? Tell me. What is the best you learn it? Prahlad thought that my father asking for the best, but he want to hear the worst one. When he asked the second time that what is the best you learnt it? Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. Then he said that Hiranyakashipu became very angry. You rascal, you tell me that I must surrender to Vishnu, glorify Vishnu, throw him away. So that's why it's a very wonderful how Srila Prabhupada, Prahlad talked to him. Prabhupada writes that he got such a fixed Krishna consciousness because while he was in the womb of mother, he heard about Krishna's pastime. So that's why when mother in the womb, she must always. It should have the proper consciousness, happy. If the mother is happy, child is happy. Mother is not happy, child is also not happy. So the same here also. Here, so he was perfect. He wanted a son. Why son required? Not applicable to the devotees. Okay. For the karmis, they want to have a son because so that they can offer the oblations, shraddha, what we call it, final rites, so that he can be delivered to the heavenly planet. He will not be delivered to the spiritual planet. He can elevate if he is suffering the hell by offering the shraddha. What do you call here? Arbal? What do you call shraddha? Shraddha you call? Pinda. Pinda is part of the shraddha. The activity, what we ask, total activity called shraddha. Pinda is there, okay? You talk about the pinda. Pinda is nothing but a rice ball. You cook the rice, make it like a ball. You offer 4. As I said, 3 for our ancestors. In the ancestor world, which is called, which is next to the hellish planet. Ancestor world and hellish planet, head of both the planet is Yamaraj. The ancestor planet held by Aryama, which works under Yamaraj. Sometimes people think that ancestor planet is heaven. No, it is not heaven. It is a part of the hellish planet only. But some pious people, they are sent there. Did sinful activity, but still got some pious, they are sent to there. So 3 generations will be there. My father, his father, like 3. My mother, her mother-in-law, her mother-in-law, like. Okay. Only 3 generations there. When I die, one great-grandfather will go away, myself, my father and grandfather will die. Only 3 generations. That is ancestors. Bhagavatam also says that if you want the children, we must offer prayers to ancestors, Pitruloka, Aryamas. So, he wanted to have son. Why? Because when the person dies, by offering the final shraddha, he can be elevated to the heavenly planet if he is suffering the hellish planet. In case of the devotees, a different story. We get the children, okay. If you don't get the children, nothing to worry. If you don't have the children, no attachment at all. Children is the cause of our attachment. So in the bhakti, the devotion service, it's completely different than the karma kanda. Yeah. Devotees, the one who dies, leave the body, he doesn't even go to hellish planet or anywhere. He will take birth in the house of the devotee, continue the devotional service. Bhagavad Gita, 6 chapter 41 and 42 verses, Krishna says it. They will again appear, take birth in the house of the devotee. They continue to perform bhakti from the point where they left in the previous life. Means, if I did in this life only 10%, I die. Again I will take birth in the house of the devotee. I start from 11, 12, 13, not from 0. If I did only 50%, again I will take birth, start from the 51, 52. Whereas the material things, every time I take a birth, I have to start anew. Is it? Because anything in relation to the body, whether it is property, family, children, money, they are related to the body. So body goes away, body stays back here, they also stay back here. But the soul, bhakti, our body is the means to perform bhakti. The bhakti goes to the soul. So soul is eternal. So this bhakti, whatever we do, is also eternal. In the next of instructions, Srila Prabhupada mentioned a couple of times, the devotional service is eternal, continuous process. The same also spoken by Kapila Maharshi also. So Angavad is a great devotee of the Lord. He married a lady. He didn't have any children. He was worried. He performed the yajna. These pastimes relate to the Satya Yuga. Krute jhayato Vishnu tritayam yato makhe. The Satya Yuga realization of the Lord. To please the Lord, one should meditate upon the Lord and by performing yajnas. Okay. So, he performed the yajna in the gone days, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, and the beginning of the Dwapara, where Krishna appeared. Krishna appeared in the last end part of the Dwapara, not in the between. When you do the yajna, when you are offering the oblations, demigods used to come and take their shares. Means those times, the persons who are performing yajna and the priests were so qualified, pure. So here, Brahmanas are offering oblation so that king may get one son. Son in called Putraha. Who means it in a hellish planet. There are more than 28 different types of hellish planets within that. Okay. So one of the planets is called Pu. The son delivers the father or ancestor from the hellish planet known as the Pu. Tra means deliver. That's why son is called Putraha. Previous verses, Srila Prabhupada also explains it. That's why the karmis always want, I want to have children, I want to have children. You can see any karmis, whether South Africa or America, anybody. Christian or Muslims, India, Hindu, doesn't matter. Everybody wants, I want to have children. Why? They don't know why they want it. The main reason behind having a son, especially, is to deliver him from the hellish planet. So here king also didn't have the son, so he was performing the yajna, but the demigods were not coming to take their shares of oblations. King asked, why the demigods are not coming? The priest said that, my lord, we have seen in this life you have not committed any sins. But we see that in the previous life you committed sins. Therefore, you are not take an action to counter them. Therefore, the demigods are not coming to accept their oblations. So what to do? How to counter it? Say that we do yajna to please Supreme Personality Godhead. When the Supreme Lord comes, all the demigods have to come. And they have to take it. Now, if they perform the yajna, end of the yajna, when final oblations were offered in the fire, when the great personality appeared, Tasma Purusha Upastasto Hema Malyamardaram Hiranmayena Patrena Siddhamadaya Payasam. And the great personality appeared from the fire sacrifice altar and with a pot of sweet milk, sweet rice. Yeah. So the way he is expressing, after wearing the golden gala and a white dress, it looks like he's from ancestor planet, but sent by Supreme Lord. Here important point also we have to see that though they are inviting Supreme Lord didn't come, he sent somebody, deputed. It means Supreme Lord doesn't want the king to have a son because according to his karma he is not supposed to get. And if we do some means to get son means that is not going to be a good result. As a devotee, one should be just satisfied whatever he gets by the mercy of the Lord. Tattenu kampam susamikchamano bhunjana eva atmakrutam vipakam. Devotees should satisfy what they get according to our karma. We don't have to ask the Lord, I want this. And karmis do ask, I want this, I want this. Because they are asking, they have to take birth to fulfill that desire also. So he was desire, wanted. So Lord giving intuition that you are not qualified to get a son. But if forced to get a son, that may not be a happy situation. He may give happiness or he may give distress also. Same thing happened here also. Vipran mato raja grihitva anjali. Anjali means folded hand, okay? The folded hand called anjali. Even he saw that the divine personality is there in the fire altar, and he took permission from the priest, Brahmanas. Why? Because when you are sitting to perform yajna, you are taken sankalpa. Once you taken sankalpa to sit yajna, you are not supposed to stand up. Whatever may happen, you should not get up. That is the strict instruction. If you are getting up means you are ignoring your vows. Again you have to start afresh. Go and take bath again, do all formalities, again start yajna anew. Nowadays everybody get up. That's different issue. But procedure is there. That's why when you want to get up due to, like just now, the divine personality has come with the sweet rice as a mercy of the Lord. So he took permission from the priest. Can I get up? When the priest, he understands whether my offering is complete or not, then he permits. Otherwise he will not permit. He permitted, then he took the sweet rice which has got mercy, prasadam, he has given to his wife. Today's discussion going on. Okay. He said liberal, udaraha. Prabhupada writes that he was liberal because he knows that his wife is not qualified. He is not following the dharma perfectly. That's why Prabhupada said that because he is saying the udara is liberal because though his wife is not qualified to get this mercy of the Lord, he has given. Why is not qualified? She was not following the dharma according to the desire of husband. Wife has to strictly follow the husband. She doesn't have any independence. But only for the dharma. We marry the wife only for the dharma. That's why it's called dharma patni. Therefore, man, husband, whatever the pious activity he does, 50% of the results goes to the wife. It is Manusmriti mentions. And when the husband does sinful activity, she won't take even 1%. So why? Because you are married only to perform dharma, devotional service, not sinful activity. So therefore, sinful activities, individual has to suffer all 100% reaction. But whatever the pious we do, we give 50% to the wife because she is assisting you in performing devotional service. doing the deity dress, but she is in the behind, she is cooking and making arrangements to serve the Lord. That's why 50% goes to her. So kings are so liberal, and without hesitation he offered to his wife the boiled rice. As Prabhupada mentioning that, as will be explained in the future. The future also will come further next verses. Though he got a son, son becomes is a rascal. So that's why in the life of the devotee we have to be just satisfied. What we get by our karma, we should be satisfied. We should not hanker for seeing something which we may not get it. Okay, I got this one, okay, that is will of Krishna. If not, I want to struggle something to get that thing, then we are ready to take the reaction also. As we are, especially for the devotees who are very rich and opulent, and in the family they may not be in a helpful or to accept all the desires of the husband or head of the family. Krishna says in the 10th canto, 88th chapter, if I am not wrong, talking to Yudhishthira, say that when I bless, when I am got so much mercy on the devotee who want to surrender to me, and because of his opulences, so many relatives are there, they are becoming an impediment, obstacle on the path of his devotional service. I took out all the opulences. Yasyaham anugrami arishye tadhanam shanam. When I show my mercy, I take out all his opulences. When all opulences gone, all your friends and all say, when you have the money, everybody will become friend. You have become relatives. I am your granddaughter, father, so and so, so and so. When you are poor man, nobody will come to you, say that I am a relative. So Krishna also says that when I took out all his opulences, all the relatives will also leave him. He will be more depressed. Sometimes I am telling this, why? Because devotional life also sometimes we become distressed. Why I am coming? Why? So we should take as a mercy of the Lord. Krishna says that. One should take as a mercy. Why? Because it making me detached from my family. When I took out all I have gone, I am suffering. The suffering gives us very helpful for getting detached from the family life and is surrender to the Lord. Krishna says to you, this Pandavas. Okay? Here also the same, Prabhupada trying to say the same point. He got the son, because of the son get more and more detached. To the extent that we will come for the king in the night, fed up of his son, so cruel. I thought that I get a good son who can take our responsibility of the kingdom, but so cruel that he kills the people for nothing, no reason. That's why one day in the midnight, without telling anyone, just leave the palace and go alone to the forest. No one knows where he has gone. That is how he got detachment. For the kingly person, it's not easy to get detached from the royal opulences. So here, because by the mercy of Krishna he got a son, firstly he doesn't have the fortune doesn't tell that you have the son, but you force the Lord to give a son. That's why the Lord says that you will get the happiness and distress. Other places also mentioned that. Harsha Shoka, I said that. You get Harsha, means happiness, distress. Because you got a son, you are very happy. And because you got a son which is not qualified, you become distressed. The Lord already explained that Harsha Shoka. So Prabhupada mentioning those points, he said that would have to leave home. I stated above, Lord Vishnu fulfill the desires of the karmis. Sometimes say that you people are devotees, always chanting Hare Krishna. Why you are suffering? Yes, karmis, they do little work and they get it. But the devotees, when you ask the Lord, Lord give me money, I give me good job, maybe. Lord will see for the devotee what is good for him. We don't know what is good for us. But the Lord is a well-wisher of the devotee. So Lord says that if I give this money, if he may get out of this bhakti, so if he knows that this money opulences will distract him from the service, he will not give. Just like your son, in the winter season, your child, your son may say, Father, give me 10 rands, I want to buy a ice cream. Will you give? No, it's already winter. But the son thinks that my father is not good. He goes to uncle, next to our neighbor. Uncle, give me 10 rands. What for? I want ice cream. So he was very happy. The child is coming, give 10 rands. And the child goes and tells him, my uncle is very good, my father is not good. But he eats the ice cream in the night, he becomes sick. Uncle is sleeping very nicely, but father and mother not sleeping. In fact, parents are well-wishers, not the uncle. In the same way, Krishna is a well-wisher of the devotees. He gives to the devotee what is best for the devotees. He will not give what we want. Whereas the non-devotees, they do karma, what they want, Krishna says, okay, take it. So Srila Prabhupada, that's why I mentioned in that. Karma is as a desire, but the Lord fulfills the desires of a devotee in a different way, so that devotee may gradually come to him by getting detached. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Te Yenama, 10th chapter, Lord's 10th verse, Lord says that. For the devotees, I give them that intelligence by which they will come to me. The Lord gives the devotee the opportunity to make progress further and further, so that he may come back to Godhead. So that's why in the devotional life, even sometimes we are in distress, we should not get disappointed. That's why Lord Brahma says that, Tatteno kampam susamichamana bhunjana evatma kritam vipaka. My Lord, devotees undergoing all the distress in the life, but they take the distress as your anukampa, your great mercy. Not blaming anyone for that distress, he continue to serve your lotus feet. Bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam hrudvag vapurji vedhan namaste. That undergoing all the distress, so many things, and not blaming anyone, engage, continue to serve your lotus feet. My Lord is liberated while in this body. Devotees, all the devotees who are engaged in service of the Lord, they are liberated while in this body. That's why they are called Jivan Muktaha. Prabhupada explained that the liberation which comes after death, and where we are supposed to serve the Lord, the devotees, while in this material body, they are engaged in service of the Lord. That's why they are called Jivan Mukta, liberated while in this body. And the same Brahma also says, Tatteno kampam susamichamano bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam hurdvakva purvhi, means undergoing all distress but by thought, word and deed, also utterly serving the Lord, jiveta yo mukti pada, while living is liberated. Stop here. Any question you may ask. Already time up. Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.